What's up out there? So we're going to try some more dungeons today and see how things go. I totally forgot about the Mile Light Cave. That is a possibility. I think it's all magical, so we're going to start off with ranged. I do have some summoning tablets here that I think I'm going to kick off. I don't want to run those right now. I also have my magical setup ready to go. This is pretty much the same gear that I had yesterday or whenever I did. Yeah, I think it was yesterday I ran those other dungeons. And I do have the ranged version of these. For some reason, I lost all my magic hinder scrolls. I have no idea what I did with them. I went through here and I do not see them anywhere. So I don't know what I did with them. It's kind of a mystery. So unfortunately, I guess I can toss those over there now. Unfortunately, I don't have those to use. So I don't have that accuracy bonus that I'm going to get or would get from them. And I don't have enough to get from my township section. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I can't get any out of them. So anyway, we're going to have to charge forward without those. Now that's only on this side, and I am going to run the agility lesser relic because this gives you minus 5% attack interval. So I'm going to try this one and see how this goes. We'll get to that when we get to that dungeon. But the first dungeon I want to try to take on is the Mile Light Caves. Now, the first thing I did after we got done with that, when I got defeated out of the volcanic cave and couldn't get forward with that one, I sat down and thieved overnight, and I got my 30 million up, so I do have dungeon equipment swapping. That is going to be huge. That allows me to switch between the two buttons and do that kind of swap. So we can actually swap between these now, and I don't have to worry about it. For this gear, it's kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. We've got blue dragon hide, we've got hard leather, we've got green dragon hide, we've got a rune crossbow, we've got the accuracy gem, and we've got the ranged hinder scrolls. I am running topaz bolts. I got quite a few of those. I should get sapphires at some point. I think that's the next ones I can craft, but I haven't got there yet. Now, this is a dungeon that has sleep in it. So if you get hit hard enough, you will go to sleep, and these damage numbers will go up by 30%. So if you're close on the auto eat to actually going over, you need to be mindful of that sleep. And this, where it shows this sleep is purple, that is a mod that I have that actually shows you, I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but there's a mod you can get that actually shows our color codes like stun and sleep and stuff like that. So that's why that's on there. And there's quite a few different ones like burning damage and stuff like that, fire or something. We should be able to get through this dungeon. The reason I forgot about it is because I needed to get my Slayer level built up, and I needed like level 40 Slayer. I tried to get enough Slayer coins so that I could buy the other equipment slots, so I'd have all three combat styles ready to go. Didn't quite get there. I'm about, I don't know, half the way there. I need to get a lot more. So unfortunately, we don't have that to use, but we do have, I don't know, the best we can get. And this dungeon is now unlocked, so we should be able to complete this. This shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, we're kind of knocking it out as we're talking. And there we are sleeping. You'll see it's doing 165 damage. Now it's down to 138. We're still under the 224 auto eat. So good to go there. Sleeping again, 165, 167. It's fine. And you need to pay attention to all the lines of attacks, because some attacks don't do much damage at all, and other attacks do more. So if you have this mod in place, this actually helps out quite a bit, because you can actually see the color on what the one's going to be the nasty one you want to avoid. That's the line you got to pay attention to. Now, this thing here is going to do well under our auto eat. We're good. We can just sit through this one. So it's going to do 208. That's the worst damage this thing's going to do. And this is total cakewalk dungeon. So we'll be through this one no trouble. No trouble at all. Unfortunately, we could have done this yesterday if I'd had this set up for it, but unfortunately I just didn't have everything lined up. But we're going to do the volcanic cave, and we're going to get through the volcanic cave. That shouldn't be a problem today. The only question I have with the volcanic cave is I'm going to have to do it all with magic, except for the one fight with melee. I'd love to have ranged for the magic monsters, but I don't know. It's fine. So we're through this dungeon and we're all good. Time to think. We go through mining, we get to level 70. Level 70 gets us adamantite, which I've already got adamantite gear. What was the other choice? Agility. I think we're going to go agility on this one. Astrology or fire making, that's an easy choice. Fire making is kind of useless right now, so we'll take astrology. Prayer, I do want prayer to go up. I do, let's see, herb lore of 55. What can we get in herb lore of 55? That gets perfect swing, crafting, secret stardust. There's not really, I mean, that gets us crystallization. That's some cool stuff there. Rune crafting to 70. I kind of think that's what I want. 70 buys us some unholy stuff, gets us the fire adept. We get death runes. Yeah, we need that because we definitely need that next level. Mining or rune crafting. Mining to 70, I don't think that's... Yeah, that's just adamantite. So we'll do rune crafting on that one too. So we're going to get a lot, and we did look at that. My mind is like 3 seconds long of memory. That gets us up to ancient runes. Right? Yes. That's huge. So after ancient runes, there's nothing but gear, and we don't care about any of that. We do care about the ancient runes. That is huge because that will, once we start getting into the god dungeons, that's going to offer a lot of choice as far as magic we can use. So let's set this up for melee. Go ahead and set all this right now because we're going to have to do the poor man's swap. Set all this stuff and change out. Set that and change that. I did use the hard leather boots. I think those have a little better bonus. And same thing for like the gloves and stuff, or the helmet. There's not really any better helmet for ranged for a very long time, but that's like the best you can get. It offers a little bit better. What am I trying to say here? If we go in here and look at this, this gives you a little bit of attack bonus and a little bit of defense bonus. So that's why I stuck with the hard leather instead of using the adamant stuff. We do get something out of this. What do we get? Some boots. Are these better than what I have? No. These have 2% damage reduction. These are for magic. Are these better than the magic stuff that we have over here? No, these are still worse. So these are garbage. We can get rid of that. Sell that. Move on. We need to change this over to melee style. We're going to make sure and take accuracy. So we'll take those two. And on the magic, oh yeah, we have to put these things on and these things on. So so I don't have the synergy for this, but I do have the synergy for this one. So we are going to get, what do we get here? When a player has full hit points, effects of the Oculus Familiar are tripled, 20% global evasion and minus 20%. Okay, so we're going to set the, man, I'll wait up on that one. We're going to do the volcanic cave. So we're going to start that off. Let's see if we can get through this. Spells, I still don't have the spells to do any of the other combat, which we just got in rune crafting, so should be able to do that. We could do, where's the blind one? It's 10% global accuracy. I got to pay attention to some of this here. Let's see here. We've got Fury, plus 50 maximum hit. Can I do that? Do I have enough? Yeah, okay. So we've got enough runes for that, and our auto eat is going to pick this up. We could go and get some better gear. Certainly, I didn't spend the time doing that. I would probably go for like the Black Wizard maybe or something like that. There's a few alternatives. We could always go back through the magic place, the magic dungeon. So now we need to switch combat styles, and we're within. We could do the Hall of Wizards and maybe get some better gear out of that. But I spent all the time getting gold and everything to come in here, so we'll do this. The only downside with switching combat styles is you have to be able to get yourself healed up and switch your combat style in between it's a little dodgy sometimes. So we need to watch our healing and go through this dungeon here. Our accuracy is only 38%. It'd be nice to have some of the agility bonuses we could get from the obstacles. That would definitely help out a little bit here. But it is what it is. We just got that. So the dungeons going forward will be easier. Although going forward, we're going to be in the God dungeons. If we can get through this one. Hopefully we can clear this one out today and then we'll be done with it. If not, we'll have to, I don't know what if I can't clear this dungeon, definitely leveling all this other stuff up and then coming back and getting some more gear and things will make this one go. But we're basically continuing on from yesterday as if I just didn't do any of that. But on the plus side, we do have 5 extra levels to gain, and that brings us up, even further with all this. So we're going to have to switch combat styles here shortly. Switch that over to here. What kind of damage does he do? 365? Oh, yeah, okay. So we still could die here. Yeah, we probably should. I don't know if I've got damage reduction unlocked. 47% chance to hit. So he could kill us. He could still kill us. I probably should back out of this and see if I have any damage reduction available, but we'll just plow through and see if it goes. I don't think there's any gear that I can actually lose that I care about, although the rune shield would suck to have to replace, unfortunately. But it is all replaceable in some fashion. It just has to be ground back out. The big question is Malx himself. I don't know what that fight looks like. We haven't got there yet. We know what this one looks like, but that one's going to be probably pretty hard. I don't know. We'll see. One more volley to go through. Come on, get it done. Done. Swap that. Go up here. Throw magic assistance on. He's going to hit for 410. So the thing with this is we can let the dragon breath go. What we want to do is with this fight here, we don't care about the dragon breath because it's only going to do 47. So as long as he's hitting that, we don't care about it. It's when he goes for that razor sharp claw. Now this thing can hit twice for a lot of damage. So if we get hit with that, we could die on this one too. So we can let the dragon breath go. Make sure and heal through before he hits the razor sharp claws. The downside is that's 410 damage. That's a huge chunk of damage. I probably should have gotten some gear for the magical side. But we'll see how things go. If we can stay hitting in the times when he's doing the breath, if we can keep damaging him and he doesn't hit too much with that claws. Now we go back to breath. We've got a 21% chance to hit. That's unfortunate. He's got an 85% chance to hit. So as long as we can dodge that, we're good. But he is not terribly inclined to stop using the razor sharp claws. What would, I'm not even going to say it. I don't want to jinx anything. As long as we're hitting and doing damage, it's all I care about. This is probably a little bit tighter than I wanted to go through this. I thought this was going to be a lot easier fight, to be honest with you. That it's been a long time since I've run the volcanic cave. And, you're kind of gimped down with being lower skill level and stuff like that. Like I usually hit this place at, I don't know, probably 70 or level 70 or 80. And I'm usually using melee, so I'm way over leveled with melee by that point. Or leveled up enough that it doesn't necessarily matter. Oh, he is keen on that razor sharp claw. Just time after time after time. He is not one to breathe fire at all anymore. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen it go that many times in a row. I don't think these things enrage when they get close to death. Unless something's changed. Doesn't say enraged, no. Well, he is not letting off that razor sharp claw. Usually they breathe fire quite a bit. There we go, with some dragon breath. More dragon breath. Keep going with that, because if I can sneak some shots in while you're breathing fire, then we're closer to finished. One good shot. Oh, I need to let the dragon breath fly. Razor sharp claws. One more hit and we're done. There we go. That's what we should have done. We should have probably died on that because he hits that razor sharp claws twice, and that means 2 shots of 400 damage. We would have been dead. So we got fortunate on that one. Okay, what do we want to level up? I have a feeling between prayer and summoning, I think I want to take summoning, because summoning is going to get us down to 55. Well, leprechaun would be good for thieving. Yeah, I think we'll take summoning. We're going to do summoning there. Ooh, cartography or fletching. So I should probably take cartography. What do we get with fletching? Level 40. Gets us into ruby bolts. You know what? I think I'm going to take fletching on this one. We could certainly do cartography and get some of the stuff out of the cartography. That is definitely a thing to do. But I think I want to go into fletching because that gets us closer to the crystal weaponry and stuff like that. A little bit better bolts and everything. I'm definitely taking township. And we'll do agility on this one. And we're going to do slayer so I've got some headroom. So there we go. 2 more dungeons and a bunch of stuff to go. So now I've got to go to level 60. And we've got, man, this opens up a lot. So rune crafting, we've got ancient runes we can get. That's going to be huge because once we start getting into the god dungeons, that's going to unlock a lot. So the dungeons that we have available are going to be all the different god dungeons. So all we have to do is clear the air god, the water god. The air god will probably be difficult but easy because I think we can do that. Well, I have to go back. I think that's all melee. So I think all we have to do is get melee geared up. And smithing we don't have enough for. But if we can do some volcanoes, we can get through there. Anyway, we get a storybook. We get, I forgot about the fire cape. Fire cape is huge because that's got some damage reduction on it. 2% damage reduction. We'll throw that on there. And we get a little bit of food out of that. What do we get from this thing here? Silver bars. We got crapola. And we got the big book. So we'll get rid of that thing. We can come back to that later. So there we go. 2 dungeons down. Now this will keep me busy for a while, I think. And somebody made a comment about, I've been going to the limits on each level before I move forward. And the reason for that is, you kind of run out of things to do at some point. Like on the combat side, I kind of feel guilty about running combat where I can't level up. You know what I mean? Like it's at max level and I'm doing combat, but I can't go anywhere. But I need like Slayer to level up or something. So I've got to work on it. Or like on the non-combat side, you can build up mastery at least. So you're gaining something, but I still feel a little guilty about working on stuff that I don't have the levels for. You know what I mean? My XP is just going nowhere. I don't know. It'll all get used up in the end, but, yeah, so that's cool. We've got a lot of freedom now. We can go into leprechauns will get us more money. Witches will get us the good synergy we need for magic. Yeah, this is good. This is very productive. So there's 2 more dungeons down. We didn't do any. I gave up cartography. Yeah, I guess I should have taken that. I was thinking it was archaeology. I had the chance for cartography. Never mind. The big one's going to be township because I don't know where we can vendor stuff out, but being able to actually upgrade all of this stuff is going to be great, although I need level 60. Yeah, so we're still going to be short. I still need to go again. Man, that sucks. That totally didn't get me where I wanted. All right, well, we'll have to catch Township again because I need level 60 to get a bunch of this going forward again. Oh, well, it was worth a shot. So anyway, that will do it for this video. I've got more work to do, and we will catch you on the next one. Take care.